And now, let's turn to David Trim for today's look back at Adventist history.
This week, we are going to learn the inspiring story of John Gottlieb Madison, the missionary who spread the Adventist message in Scandinavian countries.
Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. On March 30, 1896, Danish-American missionary John Gottlieb Matthesen died in California at the age of 61. Born in Denmark in 1835, John had emigrated with his family to the United States in 1854. They initially lived in a log cabin in the U.S. state of Wisconsin. In 1859, John underwent a conversion experience and was baptized, and 4 years later, he accepted the Seventh-day Sabbath. As the Adventist historian Yvonne Oster writes, Matthesen became a powerful preacher of the Advent message with a special emphasis on the love of God. He conducted revivals and established churches among the immigrant Scandinavian population in Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, and Kansas. But John Matthesen had a passion for preaching Seventh-day Adventist truths back in his Scandinavian homeland. Within weeks of his conversion to the Seventh-day Sabbath, John wrote to the Adventist paper, the Review and Herald, of his desire that the third angel's message be carried to the ends of the earth. In May 1877, John and his wife Anna sailed to Denmark, only the second country to which the Seventh-day Adventist Church sent missionaries. John and his family remained in Europe for 11 years, working initially in Denmark, later in Norway, and then in Sweden, before sadly John's health broke down and he was obliged to return to the United States. As the Encyclopedia of Seventh-day Adventist article on Matthesen concludes, his legacy is vast. As well as planting numerous Scandinavian churches in the American Midwest from scratch, he also organized the work in 3 Scandinavian countries and spread the gospel of the love of Jesus through his writing and publishing, as well as his teaching and public evangelistic campaigns. Mattheson's preaching was known for being Christocentric. The 5th General Conference President, Ola Olsen, born in Norway but brought up in the United States, later wrote of John Matthesen, he was pleasant to associate with, interesting in conversation, with a good store of practical illustrations. His sermons were appealing and logical, convincing, but carried by a tenderness that won hearts. You can read more about John Matthesen in the Encyclopedia of Seventh-day Adventists at encyclopedia.adventist.org. And that was This Week in Adventist History.